Hey everyone, this is going to be the film analysis for Knicks vs Heat, and this one was a fun one to go through just from an offensive point of view. I'm going to break down the offense into two sections. First is just KAT being aggressive within the flow of the offense, but then also I'm going to go over schemed looks to put KAT in position to score. Hope you guys enjoy. Here we're just going to show KAT being aggressive, so Jovic is guarding him on the first possession, and he's just going to post him up. So KAT needs to be aggressive on these plays where it's not a scheme, where it's just within the flow of the offense and he has a small defender, or even if he doesn't, he just needs to be more aggressive. You're going to see many clips of KAT being aggressive and just attacking defenders and attacking one-on-ones. So here you're going to see KAT get the ball in the elbow, dribble out to the top of the key, and then attack Bam one-on-one. And Bam's a really good defender in the NBA, right? So seeing KAT be aggressive here is good to see, and especially in this position, because KAT's going to get the ball here a lot when it's a pick and pop with Brunson. And as we all know, KAT dropped 44 points tonight, and he was aggressive all night. So here I'm just going to show two more plays of him attacking a closeout. The first on Thomas Bryant where he draws a foul, and the second one is going to be on Bam, who again, one of the top defenders in the NBA. And this is going to be important for KAT to stay aggressive all season because he'll open up the shot for himself as well, this three-pointer when he picks and pops, and also it'll open it up for Brunson as he drives and creates more space in the paint. And then when Brunson's off the court, we're going to see the same play here with a Mikal KAT pick and pop. And it's going to be important for KAT to be aggressive during these situations as well. Remember that we talked about how that 4-minute stretch against the Cavs lost us a game when no one was aggressive when Mikal didn't touch the ball. Here, we can run that two-man game with Mikal and KAT, as you're going to see now. Look at the spacing with KAT popped. And then you're going to see KAT again be aggressive, just attacking this closeout. Right, so this is where our offense is going to come from when Brunson's not on the court. So because KAT's been aggressive all game, as we mentioned, it opens the opportunity up for the pick and pop three. So here you're going to see the pick and roll first, and then KAT looks like he wants to roll, which I still stand by that he should always pop. But he sees Bam going all the way into the paint for help. So he's going to take a step back, show himself at the three-point line. Brunson's going to find him, and there's just going to be a really good fake to throw Hero out and then make this three. So just solid all around. I'm going to show this play again in real time so you can see the full play. Here's the pick. Here's KAT thinking he wants to roll, sees Bam, pops out, fakes the pass to get rid of Hero, and then hits the three. Here's a high pick and roll with KAT, and if Bam's going to cheat here and help, then we have to punish him. So Hart's going to cut to get Jovic out of the picture. KAT's going to get the pop, and because Bam was so far in help, it's just going to be an open three. Showing the play again, and this three is going to be more and more open as KAT becomes more aggressive because the defender has to respect the drive. Here, you're just going to see an early offense opportunity. Brunson's going to drive, and look how much space he has. It's so different than when we were playing the Cavs. Part of it is due to scheme, because the Cavs really wanted to pack the paint against Brunson. But part of it, too, is because KAT's outside the three-point line, spacing the floor for Brunson. So Brunson's going to get a really good look. He misses the layup. He didn't have a great game either, but it's a really good look with good spacing. This is in the fourth now, and KAT's been aggressive all game, so when they do the pick and pop here, Bam's not going to help as much, and he's going to stick more on KAT, so Brunson's going to get a really good look here. And then last spacing clip here, KAT's about to go set a screen, but sees the mismatch and waves it off. And then there's just one-on-one against Jovic, and look at how much space there is because KAT's spacing. This is like what 5-out offense looks like, right? Brunson has so much room to operate, forces another defender to help, and then swings. So the low man here is going to help, he's going to swing it to Josh Hart, and I get an open three. So in this game, we ran a lot of complex offense, which was really, really cool to see. So here I'm going to break down one play first. We ran a wide reverse entry. So wide action typically is KAT's going to go set a screen for Hart's man, and Hart's going to come around and get the ball going downhill. In this situation, we're going to reverse the ball first. So Brunson's going to give it to KAT, KAT's going to give it to Josh Hart, and then they're going to run the wide action for Brunson, where KAT comes screens here. Brunson's going to reject the screen and then go down. So KAT's just going to pop up and get the ball. From here, Hart's going to go set a down screen from Brunson, who's going to come into the dribble handoff. So when Brunson comes for this dribble handoff, he gets the ball, KAT sets the screen, and then Josh is going to set a flare screen for KAT. So this play is designed for KAT. He's going to get the ball here, but Hero's going to help off Mikal and go to KAT. So KAT's just going to swing into Mikal for an open three. These are all going to be good design plays to get KAT the ball and KAT in position to score. And it was kind of ridiculous that we thought Tibbs couldn't scheme up some plays for KAT, who's one of the best shooting big men in the NBA and also a really good post-up player. So here you're just going to see a wedge screen, which is a guard setting a screen for a big. KAT's going to come off this to try to post up on a smaller player. Instead, both Heat players go to KAT, which leaves OG wide open for a 3. So here's it again. You're going to see the wedge screen from OG come first. KAT's going to want to reposition on a smaller defender. No one guards OG. And then it's just a wide open 3. And then here's just going to be a pistol action, which is just Brunson and Mikal playing this 2-man game to initiate the offense. Here, Brunson's going to pass it forward to Mikal. And then from here, they can go into a dribble handoff. Mikal can keep it. In this possession, Mikal keeps it. You're going to see Hart set a flare screen for KAT. And there's just a scoring position, right? If that's open, KAT shoots it. If not, as we talked about earlier, he's aggressive and just drives and attacks the basket. Here, he finds a good pass, good backdoor from Mikal, but just misses the layup. Here, this action is going to be called a dive exit. So the dive part of it is the player at the top of the key, KAT, is going to dive into the paint, and that initiates the action. When KAT dives, the player in the paint, Josh Hart, is going to come up for the screen. And you guys already know I love Josh Hart as a screener. So when this play develops and Josh comes up, KAT dives, there are 3 shooters on the baseline now. So the exit part about this is KAT's going to exit to the corner, and Mikal's going to go set the screen for him. So KAT gets the ball in the corner, gives it back to Brunson, Mikal clears out. So KAT didn't get an open look here in the corner from the exit action, but because it's KAT and because it's spacing, no one can help out in this bottom side of your screen, right? Bam here can't help on this drive, otherwise KAT will be wide open for 3. So Brunson misses that jumper, but it's something that he usually makes. And this play is really cool, also of our second bench unit. So it's going to serve a chase action, which is campaign passing to KAT and then coming back and chasing for a dribble handoff. KAT here is going to run around the baseline and get a stagger screen, which is just this double screen, right, for a baseline stagger. What this does is it gives him an advantage getting the ball in the post. So he's going to come around 2 screens and then get the ball in motion with the ability to either drive off that or just shoot this little mid-range jumper here, which is what he's going to do in this possession. So watch the play develop, 2 screens, has a little bit of advantage, some space created, and just shoots it. So running it back, here's a chase action. Campaign passes it, comes gets a dribble handoff, follow KAT all the way around the screens on the baseline, and then for an easy jumper. So just a really good scheme by Thibodeau. Miami also played their zone defense against us, and primarily against our bench unit. So they actually played it on 9 possessions, and we scored 13 points, giving us 1.44 points per possession, which is really, really solid. They actually also ran it 3 times against our starters, and in 3 possessions, we scored 7 points. Good for 2.33 points per possession, which is incredibly high. I also want to just include some Mikal highlights. Here's early in the game at the 10:30 mark at the first. And we're just going to go to a post-up for Mikal against a small defender and hero. He has a good pass here to OG, and then who's aggressive and attacks the rim. But I just like establishing Mikal early in our offense. And this is why we really paid 5 first rounds for him, because he's an elite defender, but he's also a really good extender of advantages. So here we're in advantage basketball. So look at Jaquez. He's running really hard to close out because Mikal's a shooter. Yes, he's a shooter and he can shoot this 3. And he's just going to drive on this closeout because this is going to be a hard closeout by Jaquez. And he's going to find OG after he draws OG's defender into the paint. So just a really good extender of advantages. And then we're supposed to be creating a lot of advantages with KAT and Brunson. Here's that same advantage created, except this time he's going to shoot the 3 instead of driving. So hard closeout, but he's able to make this. So it forces defenders to close out even harder. On the defensive side of the ball, we usually talk about Mikal as our primary point of attack defender because he is. He's guarded the likes of Tatum, Halliburton, Mitchell. In this game, though, we had OG start on Butler. So last video, we talked about Mikal screen navigation. But look at OG. He also does a really good job navigating that screen and just forcing Butler to pick up his dribble and pass it out. And navigating screens well is going to help KAT a lot when KAT's in drop coverage. Being able to get over it and being able to stop advantages early allows KAT to recover versus having his offensive player come downhill in a lot of space or having a switch on the offensive guard. So here I think Bam makes this, but it's a good defensive possession. One more time, as a point of attack defender, OG just completely shuts down this Butler drive, makes him pick up his dribble and pass it out. So Butler had a tough game. He had 15 points, and then he also had 4 turnovers. Just wasn't really aggressive in this game, but mainly because a lot of his drives were getting shut down. Look at that. OG gambled on that, but is able to recover, and no advantage created after gambling for a steal there. Just a really good job staying in front of Butler this whole game. And it's just a luxury to have both Mikal and OG on the wings. So this defensive possession, I just want to point out what our matchups were to start the game. So we had OG on Butler, we had Mikal on Rozier, we had Hart on Hero, KAT on Bam, and Brunson on Jovic. So in this possession, you're going to see Jovic get an offensive rebound on Brunson, and then he's going to just slide into the corner and get an open three. Here's Jovic celebrating, and then on the exact next defensive possession, you can see we have some confusion, right? Mikal doesn't know who to guard, Hart doesn't know who to guard. OG went down the court and just went to Bam and stuck on Bam, which left everyone else a little bit confused. So the matchups that ended up getting picked up is Mikal on Butler and OG on Bam. And these are the two best players, and now you're putting OG as a defender in the pick and roll where he's an elite defender. Also an elite roamer, so he's able to get out and contest this three. This was, again, an accidental possession. But then Tibbs calls a timeout, and we come out in this defensive matchup. So OG's on Bam, you have KAT on Jovic, Mikal on Butler, Brunson on Rozier, and Hart on Hero. So we only run this play this matchup a couple times, but I just like the defensive versatility to actually do this. In this game, Rozier wasn't having a good game, so switching Brunson on him isn't as detrimental. But in general, Rozier probably beats Brunson in that matchup. But here, because OG's on Bam and OG's a screener, you're now putting OG in the screen defender role where he's really strong. Our offense looked much better this game, and I think there's a glimpse of what our offense should be looking like. So yeah, I'm excited to see how our team continues to grow over the season.